Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q1 earnings conference call for FY 2021-22 of Star Housing Finance Limited. Today on the call we have with us Mr. Kalpesh Dave, who heads the corporate planning and strategy of the company. We have Mr. Natesh Narayanan, who is the CFO of the company, Mr. Ashish Jain, Managing Director of Star Housing Finance Limited, and we also have Mr. Rajesh Agarwal from Cleon IR. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rajesh Agarwal from Cleon IR. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nirav. I would like to welcome all of you to Q1 FY22 earnings call of Star Housing Finance Limited, formerly Acme Star Housing Finance Limited. We have with us on the call today Mr. Ashish Jain, Managing Director, along with the other members of the senior management team. Before we begin, I would like to mention that some statements made in today's discussion may include predictions, estimates, or other information that might be considered forward-looking. Any such forward-looking statements reflect company's beliefs and assumptions and are based on information currently available to them, and are subject to risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially. The company assumes no obligation to update any forward-looking statements or information which speaks as of their respective dates. I would also like to emphasize that while this call is open to all invitees, it may not be broadcasted or reproduced in any form or manner. I would now like to invite the management to share some perspective with you with regard to company's operations and results for Q1 FY22. After that, we'll open the call to questions from analysts. So over to you, Kalpesh.
Thanks, Rajesh. So, operator, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, everybody, and greetings. On behalf of Star Housing Finance Limited, I, Kalpesh Dave, warmly welcome all of you for Q1 21-22 earnings call. We have on call Mr. Natesh Narayanan, our CFO, and our Managing Director, Mr. Ashish Jain. I hope and pray that all are safe in this ongoing pandemic. Please take care and stay protected. So before getting on into the details, on behalf of Team Star HFL, I am setting the flow of the proceedings. So we'll start with major actionables that we have taken in Q1, followed by Natesh sharing the financial highlights of the quarter gone by, and our MD will be addressing the key achievements and the path that lies ahead in this journey. And post this, we will be opening the floor for Q&A. So Star HFL is continuing its transformation process from version 1.0 to version 2.0, getting transformed from a relatively small company of size in terms of talent, loan book, quality, and technology to an institution that is professionally managed. Operating on a philosophy of enabling credit access to first-time home buyers, we provide housing finance assistance to EWS, that is economically weaker section families looking to purchase their own home in the form of low-cost housing units in Tier 2, Tier 3 towns and upcoming centers. So in version 2.0 and specifically in the first quarter of the current financial year, we have these actionables to state to you. First, we have changed our company name from Acme Star HFC to Star HFL. So we are now Star Housing Finance Limited. And we have received all necessary approvals, including fresh certificate of registration from the Reserve Bank of India with this new name. So now we are ready for rebranding the new entity, and this will be the first brand exercise of the company post coming into existence. We are initiating the brand positioning in social and digital media, and you all will witness it as it gets executed. This actionable is required, and it is well thought of because as the portfolio gets shifted from more than 48% exposure on builder loans in version 1.0 to now reduced to 16% in version 2.0, and as we focus on retail loans for AUM builder. So this rebranding exercise was necessary, and we are planning to initiate this particular exercise in the current financial year. This rebranding exercise aims at specifically shifting the company being perceived as erstwhile 18 to 22% ROI offering to now 15 to 16% ROI for retail loans with maximum loan size of rupees 25 lakhs. Secondly, we continue to invest in talent. We had invested in talent in last financial year, and we continue to do this in the current year as well. And in this regard, we have made a couple of appointments. We have appointed Mr. Anup Saxena, a qualified chartered accountant. He comes with an experience of more than 15 years in housing finance sector, and he would be heading credit and operations at the central office in Mumbai. We have also appointed Bobby Singh. Bobby comes with more than 2 decades of experience in financial services space, and he would be heading FCU and collection function at Star HFL. So as we move ahead, we look forward to onboard experienced professionals of similar pedigree for the senior management team to manage the business operations. Thirdly, it's business as usual now at Star HFL. The disbursement that was stopped in the wake of lockdown imposed due to the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic have now restarted. We have started disbursements from June, and in the current quarter, we are looking for a monthly disbursal run rate of 5 to 6 crores. We'll follow it up with 7 to 8 crores of monthly disbursal run rate in Q3, and then on we'll have a full throttle scale up in the last quarter to meet our planned growth numbers. We had incorporated this disruption in our plan, and we are calibrating the scale up in line with the business plan for the current financial year. And finally, the important thing that we wanted to share with you is that we are engaging with financial institutions to initiate co-lending engagement. The capacity that we have created through a network of 7 branches, 15 digital POPs, having presence across the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan, with 83 employees across functions who are working with defined policies and guidelines and governed by board, would now be effectively leveraged as we start the co-lending program. The discussions on this engagement are in advanced stages with banks and financial institutions, and we shall make the announcement as and when this is finalized. So our loan portfolio stands at rupees 94.64 crores with 1110, that is 1110 live accounts as of June 30th, 2021. We have disbursed incrementally 50 crores in version 2.0 since October 2019. These incremental retail loans come with an average loan size of 11 to 12 lakhs and with a maximum ticket size of 25 lakhs. 84% of the total portfolio as we speak today is individual loans. We now operate from a 3,500 square feet premises at Mumbai, which is now our corporate office, enabling us to have a better network with our lenders, rating agencies, associates, and also find the right talent to scale up going ahead. We have got approval and have rolled out the first employee stock option scheme of the company, and necessary communication to the employees is being sent. We also plan to set up a digital lending platform in the current financial year, leveraging on the investment made in deployment of core LMS and mobility, which would enable optimization on cost of operations. So Star HFL team together has weathered and continues to address the disruption caused by the COVID pandemic. Collective experience and domain expertise of housing finance professionals has enabled us to scale up in version 2.0, and we are passionate to continue the growth story in the current financial year in line with our business plan. Now I would request our CFO, Mr. Natesh Narayanan, to speak on the highlights of our financial performance. Thank you, and over to you, Natesh.
Thank you, Kalpesh. Good evening, everybody. Happy to share the financial performance for the quarter ending June 30th, 2021. And following are the highlights. The loan book of the company stands at 94.65 crores as of June 30th, 2021. The company has banking relationship with 5 banks and 3 financial institutions. During the period, we have received a fresh credit line of 5 crores and 5 crores from NHB and another 5 crores from a financial institution. The interest income for this quarter on the financial assets is 4.25 crores vis-a-vis 3.4 crores last quarter. And the financial cost stands at 1.41 crores vis-a-vis 1.1 crores in June 2020. The annual yield on loans and advances stands at 17.28%, while the finance cost stands at 8.47% to be precise. Excluding the credit lines from NHB, the finance cost is at 11%. Incremental loans are disbursed at a weighted average yield of 16.5%. The expansion of the company to new geographies, setup of infrastructure, and onboarding of quality manpower results in an operating expense of 2.3 crores, which was 8.8 crores in 2020. Of the above, employee expenses stand at 1.4 crores. The same in June 20 was 0.6 crores, and other operating stood at 0.9 crores, vis-a-vis 0.2 crores in June 2020, quarter ending June 2020. The impairment loss is at 0.4 crores, vis-a-vis 0.32 crores in June 2020. The impairment loss includes a write-off of 20.2 crores this year. The total expenses for the period stand at 4.16 crores, vis-a-vis 2.23 crores last quarter, resulting in a profit before tax of 0.32 crores and a PAT of 0.24 crores. The earnings per share is at 0.15. Net worth as of March 31, 2021 is at 53.9 crores and the leverage is at 1.2 times, which was 0.77 times in June 2020. We have weathered the second wave of the COVID pandemic and continue to focus on maintaining asset quality and calibrate our AUM growth in the current financial year. With this backdrop, I hereby state the following points. The company remains well capitalized with a net worth of 53.9 crores and a leverage at 1.2 times. We look forward to increase the ambit of our liability management program from here on. We have received shareholders' approval to increase the authorized capital, and Board 2 has given an enabling resolution to raise capital. Subject to necessary approvals, we look forward to strengthen our capital and complement liability to enhance leverage. We have a conservative provisioning policy and continue to write off loans as the book gets seasoned. The endeavor is to have a scale-up backed by quality and risk being managed through adequate provisioning. Our investment in manpower and technology makes us strong to scale up the balance sheet going ahead. I now invite Mr. Ashish Jain, to take over from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Natesh and Kalpesh. Greetings to all. I welcome you all to the earnings call for Q1 of the current financial year. We have officially changed the company name to Star Housing Finance Limited and have got all the necessary approval. This name change remains very much reflects the collective passion of this team in version 2.0 as we move ahead with an independent identity and scale up from here. Several of the initiatives listed by Natesh and Kalpesh places us strongly going ahead, and we look to build up the pace. Our staff on ground has ensured that the portfolio weathers the disruptions and we walk the talk with each and every customer. The mobility deployment has complemented the core LMS, ensuring the last mile connect with the applicant through the loan processing and with the customer through the loan life cycle. Our liability franchise continues to grow. We continue to engage with new banking partners as we have funding proposal with banks and financial institutions in pipeline to add the planned AUM growth. We have continued to invest in manpower and in technology in version 2.0 to create the capacity platform for growth. We have continued to adopt conservative provisioning approach, factoring in the rich information that we have gathered from this 11 plus 100 accounts and the way they have behaved during the loan life cycle and especially during the current pandemic. We look forward to strengthen overall corporate governance framework by inviting reputed professionals from financial services and allied domains to join the board of the company. Subject to necessary approvals, we also look forward to change the growth capital, complement with liability, and scale up the balance sheet. I sincerely thank all our stakeholders, including employees, business partners, vendors, bankers, auditors, and last but not the least, our regulator, RBI, as well as the NHB, who have supported the company in version 2.0 of its transformation story. Finally, on behalf of everyone at Star HFL, I pray for fast recovery of all of us who have suffered in one way or the other due to this current pandemic. Please stay safe and protected. Thank you.
Shall we open the floor for questions?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one. The first question is from the line of Sunil Mehta, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Sir, it was a pleasure to attend your call meeting. I'd just like to know, in Gujarat, where are the places where you are having presence, and do you have a presence in Ahmedabad, or you plan to open an office in Ahmedabad?
Yeah, Kalpesh here. So we do have presence in Gujarat. We have a branch in Surat. So we have started our business operations from southern Gujarat, and we have a physical presence at Surat. Through this location, through this physical office, we are catering to the housing loan requirements emanating from adjoining areas, namely Navsari, Valsad, Keene, Kosamba, and so on. So to answer to your question, with respect to expansion, obviously when we intend to penetrate deeper into Gujarat as we move ahead, and obviously as and when we expand into the northern part of Gujarat, Ahmedabad would be one of the centers that we will be looking forward to have our presence.
Correct. That's very nice of you. Because in Ahmedabad, this North Ahmedabad, North Gujarat, if you cover, you will have a very good potential for loans there.
Certainly.
But the communication of other banks is very best.
Yeah. So as I said that, as we expand, our geographies and also penetrate deeper into the existing geographies, we look forward to have our presence expanded into the northern area of Gujarat, and probably starting from, Ahmedabad as the center.
If it is not out of can I know the exact, what is the minimum in interest charge for the loans you provide?
So we are operating in the interest rate of 15.5 to 16.5%, and our weighted average ROI for the incremental disbursement is at around 16%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Saurabh Baradia, individual investor. Please go ahead. Saurabh, your line is in talk mode. May I request you to go ahead with your question?
Yeah. So my question is regarding the disbursement which is going to happen. So as indicated by Kalpesh ji, disbursement rate would be monthly around 5 crores initially, and then scale up to 8 crores by the last quarter of 21-22. By this, do you mean incrementally company would be adding around 50 crores of disbursement And second question would be, what is the roadmap for next 2 to 3 years? I mean, what will be the run rate and where the company aspires to go?
Yeah. Thank you, Saurabh. So to answer to your question, yes, the disbursement plan is planned in that manner that, we scale it up on quarter-on-quarter basis. Obviously, there was a disruption in the Q1 due to the, lockdown imposed by the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. However, we had incorporated this disruption into our plan, and we have already planned it in the way that we get around 8 to 9 months of, business activities in the current financial year. So obviously the plan is to scale it up in the manner and fashion that, we move ahead from 5 crores of monthly rate to be to around 15 crores in first quarter. Going ahead, we then increase it up to 20 crores, and then obviously, the Q4 part of it, we go full throttle with a, double-digit run rate. So with that particular thing taken into account, if you add up the numbers, the year-end numbers obviously should look like at around 150 crores of loan book, and having disbursed around more than 1,500 odd loan accounts. So loan accounts also will probably get doubled. However, I'm not giving any guidance over here, but this is the plan to scale it up over a period of time in the current financial year. So to talk about, over the next 2 to 3 years where we want to see ourselves, I think it is a step-by-step journey. The first step over here would obviously be to cross the threshold of 500 crores of AUM size, which will get us qualified as a systemic important HFCL defined by RBI norms. And that would be the first and immediate milestone that we as a team are looking forward to, because that opens up not many, avenues for further growth and further scale up. So that is the first milestone that we're looking at. And as we move ahead over a period of time and subject to getting growth capital post, getting all the necessary approvals, we would look forward to scale up further. So scaling up is a planned exercise that we have incorporated in our business plan, subject to availability of capital and also getting necessary approval. And the first step in that one is to become a 500 crores AUM size.
Good.
Saurabh, do you have any follow-up question?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Satish Kotia from Investor. Please go ahead.
Kalpesh, I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Now you are saying you are looking for around 500 crore AUM within next 2 to 3 years, right? And that is what the figure you are discussing.
So I think that the immediate milestone is 500 crore.
That's what?
2 years? Yeah.
2 years. Accordingly, how you are going to expand your network? What is your plan on your network expansion, branch network expansion?
So I guess it is a two-pronged strategy that we are planning to adopt as we expand. The first thing that
Sorry to interrupt you. Satish, may I request you to mute your line from your side? There is a bit of echo.
One minute.
Thank you. So you may go ahead.
So as I said that the expansion of branch network would be done with a two-pronged strategy over here. The first thing obviously is to penetrate deeper into the existing centers of existence that we have, which is penetrating deeper into Maharashtra, penetrating deeper into Gujarat, penetrating deeper into Madhya Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, and there are greener pastures over here within our geography of operation. Also satisfying our criteria, our lending philosophy. So these greener pastures, which are like upcoming tier 2, tier 3 towns, industrial centers. These are the centers basically where we look forward to have our presence penetrated further deep into the existing geography. That is the first part of it. And second prong strategy, obviously, that we will be adopting is to expand into the adjoining geography. So as I said that, expansion of adjoining geographies, by that we mean that, we would be next stop would be Karnataka, next stop would be Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Chhattisgarh. So these are the four states that we will be looking forward to, expand our presence, just like what we did in version 2.0 while expanding out from Rajasthan. So what we have done is that, in all these locations, there is a comprehensive location study that we have done, entailing the primary and secondary research. It involves collating a lot of data and analyzing as to, which are the locations that would be suited for growth, which are the low-cost housing units, projects that are coming up over there, and how the demand is panning out, how the migration of the, population to these centers are happening. And based on all these submissions that is being done, grounds up by the on-ground team, that particular note is being presented, and then we take a call as to where we want to have our presence. So this is the branch expansion strategy that we have. Also, I would like to tell you that the 15 plus digital POPs that we have, these 15 plus digital POPs, depending on the business performance and the portfolio build-up, would also entail a physical presence in the form of a small setup of just like a small branch, let's say 150, 200 square feet, small office that we'll be opening up. So this is how we plan to expand, obviously using our, research, and secondly, the technology that we have deployed, which gives us an edge and, helps us to penetrate deeper.
Pradesh, do you have any follow-up question?
No. Thank you. Thank you, Kalpesh.
Thank you.
Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. As there are no further questions, I will now hand the conference over to Mr. Kalpesh Dave for closing comments.
Thank you so much, Nirav. Thank you so much. So, on behalf of Star Housing Finance Limited, I thank everybody for attending the earnings call. In case of any further queries that you have with respect to our business performance, with respect to our, portfolio characteristics, the quality of the loan book that is getting generated, what are our plans with respect to expansions, what are our plans with respect to capital raise subject to necessary approvals, please do get in touch with our investor relations desk. Thank you and take care. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Star Housing Finance Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.